Hello. So I have decided to do this visual journal over an article from New York Times. The article is How Alvin Ailey Opened the Eyes of a 12-year-old Zadie Smith. So what this article is mainly about is a little girl. She was 12 years old, obviously, and she was a dancer. And one major thing about that is she was black. She was a colored girl and never thought that she could pursue her dreams in dancing until she heard of this Alvin Ailey dance studio. So her mom surprised her and brought her on this trip to go dance at this studio, and it completely opened her eyes to actually pursuing her dream in dancing. I really relate to this kind of thing, not because of more so the racism part, but I'm a dancer myself, and I never knew that I would become as good as I am, or that I have gotten. I've actually tried out for the Kansas City Chiefs cheerleaders and made it to the semifinal round, so I just really like how she kind of got over that fear of not thinking she can be enough because of the color of her skin and actually went out there and pursued her dream. So in this article, it talks about how so colored people are more so interested in the hip hop music or rap music, and they only dance to the rap music and only can do hip hop. Well, that's not necessarily the case, because there are colored people that sing country music these days. Some of the most famous country singers, like Kane Brown, are colored or mixed. And so that's a very big stereotype that I think should definitely be gone rid of, because it is most definitely not true. And in this article, she talks about how she got to dance with the music from the Nutcracker and do things like that and do more lyrical type dancing rather than just sticking to the whole hip hop type dancing, which is always fun. And yes, it looks good on many types of people, but that does not mean just because your color of your skin is darker, it means that you can only dance to a certain type of music. I think that is definitely something that should be changed as well, because I am white and I would much rather dance to hip hop or rap music because I can feel myself better with that kind of music rather than a lyrical dance where I just think it's kind of boring and I don't like doing it. So a lot of this is kind of what I'm about to get into. It kind of upsets me because a lot of studios and schools, they have a look for their dancers. A lot of them want little skinny basically white girls on their teams and in their studios, which I think is absolutely uncalled for. We recently had a girl come and try out for our dance team here at Neosho, and she was absolutely amazing, like mind blown with how talented she is. And she is a colored girl, and she's a little bit chunkier, but she's amazing. Like, any team is lucky to have her, and I'm glad that she has chosen to come here. And one of the reasons why, when we asked her why she chose Neosho, and she said because she looked at our team and sees how racially different it is. We have all types of people. We have white, black, Asian, Mexican, like we have everything. And from short, tall, like skinny, big, like we literally have everything on this team, and that was what drew her to us. And so her mom had told us about a team that she had went and visited, and she went to them and wanted to try out, and they looked at her and said, "I'm sorry, you just don't have the look that we're looking for. We have a certain look that we like." And she didn't know what to think. She didn't know if it was because she was a little bit bigger or if it was because of the color of her skin. And I thought that that was absolutely ridiculous, and I would not recommend anyone to go to that school because that it's just plain wrong. And then you go and look at their roster, and they do have a look, and it's not right. It's not right at all. Another thing in this article that helped this girl out a lot along her way was that the dance instructor was actually a colored woman as well. And so that helped her with her confidence in getting out there and pursuing her dance career. So I chose this article because it had to do with dance. It had to do with something that I had just dealt with, that I had seen in person. This girl was absolutely amazing, and a team wouldn't take her because of her look. So I really think that things like this need to change, and I hope it does in today's near society.